You're listening to
Tipsy Book Reads.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Jess.
And we're
tipsy.
Too many books on my TBR. Yeah. This podcast is like a book club for the antisocial. We make a drink inspired by the book we read and talk crap about life and fictional characters. We really hope you listen and drink along.
Side effects of listening to this podcast may include reading vivaciously, extreme bouts of laughter, tipsiness from craft cocktails, talking shit about life and fictional characters. Listen at your own risk.
Just a warning, this podcast is explicit. We are all over 21 and there are spoilers.
We warned ya.
Hi, friend.
Hi, bestie.
I miss you.
You're so far away.
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm sicky. So obviously we had to do an online kind of ordeal because I am unfortunately sick. So, which brings us to our next point of our drink. So obviously we didn't make a drink this week, but we had some leftovers from the amazing book fair. So this was the gin and tonic lavender mocktail, and I added honey in mine to help my throat.
Yum. We just used non-alcoholic Ritual gin, which is honestly it tastes like a G&T to me.
No, it's so good. It's super good. So many people at the book fair were like, oh, I don't want that. It's non-alcoholic. And I was like, it's really good.
Suit yourself. Suit yourself.
It's good.
It's good.
But yeah. Oh my goodness, this is so weird.
Yeah.
I feel like I should do a disclaimer, like, we've had some technical difficulties trying to do this. So if something is off or sounds weird, oh well, sorry.
Yeah, I was just about to say I kind of am getting a little feedback from you, but it's not bad.
Okay.
It should be okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can hear feedback from this, but because audio-wise we're FaceTiming. Do you have, like, me playing on your phone?
On my phone? No.
Okay.
It's all the way down.
Okay.
Are you muted?
On the phone?
Yeah.
I am now.
Okay.
Is that good?
That might help just because I have it turned down, but it could still cause feedback maybe. I don't know.
I can still hear myself, but it's no big deal.
Okay.
Anywho,
what are we reading?
Wisteria Part 2.
Chapters 21 through the end. You want to sum it up for us a little bit?
Yes. So, sorry, my phone's freaking out because it can tell I'm talking, but I'm muted, so it keeps telling me to unmute myself.
Stop hearing.
Basically, I'm going to take my earbud out while I'm saying this. But you know what it did? Yeah, duh. Okay.
Just unmute yourself. It's fine.
So for Wisteria, we're in part 2, chapters 22. The end, was that right? Or 21?
I think 21.
Okay.
I think we read through 20 last time.
Okay, gotcha. 21 to the end. So essentially, shit has hit the fan. And we now know that Blythe knows she's life, which is crazy. And so all of these obstacles keep happening so that Fate still does not know that she is life until, like, pretty much right before the end, when he finally figures out that she is life and the person that he's been looking for years and years. And I think it was so well done. It was still all in the perspective of Blythe, and we got a little POV from Fate. And then the ending essentially is a wild freaking ride of a Blythe dying because of freaking chaos. Which, by the way, she was chaos.
Yeah. Which I think that was one of our guesses.
I think it was, but I don't know. I felt one of, like, stupid. I was like, duh, it's chaos. Who do we think she was?
I think her name means, like, poison, like belladonna poisoning or something like that. But what did we say? Oh, we said, like, disease or, like, something like that. But I think we did mention chaos, like, in passing. So we weren't totally wrong.
No, that's fair. So that's kind of the summary of it. Essentially, at the end, Blythe is dying, and they come to the conclusion that a soul needs to be given, like, this is kind of the same situation as last time. And so fate is like, take me instead. Some reoccurring or characters that have come back. Freaking Percy.
Not with his black blood.
I didn't see that coming at all.
No.
At all.
That was wild.
Especially, like...
Yeah, because they were like, this literally can't just be because of a horse.
No. I thought that too. I was like, this is a lot. And then I thought maybe it was Percy's baby mama that, like, was about to die. And Blythe, like, helped her. So I thought maybe that was it. But I did not see Percy. So was her mom buried there too? Because...
Yeah.
So is the mom walking around?
No, I don't think so.
But why would he
Percy,
get
like...
risen? Oh, maybe because she was thinking, like, I wish he was... I don't know. It's confusing.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot. So, at the beginning, what's her face? Blythe is back at Thorngrove, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to have this ball, and she's, like, not feeling so hot. But when Fate wasn't there, and they had their, like, little fight or whatever, and at the ball, what's-her-face is, like, talking shit, and he's just like, don't you dare talk to my wife like that. And Blythe was just like, oh, first of all, hello, husband. Second of all, say what?
They better show up. That was incredible. Literally, like, I immediately, our red flag turned to green.
Yep. I was like, okay, Fate's back to being my favorite character.
100%.
I knew he would redeem himself.
Yes, 100%. Like, I love that part so much. I was hoping he would show up. Like, I wasn't sure. I was hoping he would, and he did in the best freaking way.
Yes, in the whole, like, touch her and I kill you way, which is, like, 10 out of 10 every time. He's just, like, literally, don't waste your breath talking to this girl, Blythe. Like, she is nothing.
I'm really, really happy with the fact that he fell in love with Blythe before he realized she was life.
Yes.
I think that was well done, and I love that he wasn't mad at her for not telling him.
Yeah, and I love his, like, internal battle of, like, almost feeling guilty for being in love again, but, like, fully admitting to himself that he was. And like you said, before he realized it was life, it gave me chills.
You know what little tiny detail that made me so happy was the fact that Fate gave the fox a stocking for Christmas. Their little pet fox and Beastie. And that was just like...
It's like when a toddler names a pet.
Literally. That was just like one other green flag.
Love. When at the ball, when Blythe got really sick, and she kind of just like looks over and grabs Death's hand, and she's like, is it my time? And he's like, no.
It's not.
Also, they're kind of besties now. Like, she's definitely come around to him, and I love it.
I'm so glad because I like their friendship. But yeah, that was really cute of that whole scene. And he's like, it's not your time yet, darling. Like,
not yet.
You okay?
Yeah. And it was a little bestie moment. Not Chaos posing as like a student.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's back up really quick to when Blythe like almost dies at the ball, basically. And they carry her up to her room, and she's like literally having like an absolute almost flashback of when she was like constantly almost dying, and everyone else being like, this is the place to be, this place, and Fate's like, no, absolutely not. Like, he saw it completely.
Yes. And took her home, and then like her realization of like, I don't want to be in that place. I want to be home.
This is my home with you. So sweet.
You're so cute.
Anyway, so now we go back to Chaos. Sorry, I had to mention that before we...
No, you're good. That's such a good point. Yeah, Chaos posing as, like, a college student.
That was so weird.
It was so weird.
And she's like, I was waiting for this moment for her to finally break. I'm like, girl, you have that much time on your hands that you're posing as a college student to watch that blow up? Like...
And they're like, she was just trying to cause more chaos, like with the twins that were in her class or whatever. Exactly. She was like messing with their minds. Not her and Fate having a fling in the past.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, she's an crazy ex-girlfriend?
That's why this is all happening.
Your video is so bad right now. I don't know what changed.
My video?
Yeah.
It looks the same on my end.
Just a big screen of pixels. I don't know. But, yeah, they like burned hot and bright, and apparently she's still not over it because she's still trying to, like, she loved finding out that Fate and her, like, Blythe were together. That made it all the more fun for her. Like, she's evil.
She's so freaking weird. Also, I still don't really
Go
understand her and Cigna's mom's, like, beef.
I don't either. And I don't think they do either.
So maybe there's a book 4? Back in Cigna's perspective?
Yeah, because Cigna was trying to make the connection, and I don't think she ever did.
Not that I remember. But my brain's not at 100% right now.
So, who did they bring back then?
The best friend. The best friend that hung out with...
Yes.
In the house. Yes.
With Cigna?
With Cigna. And her... what's her... her lover, but what's her name? I don't remember either of their names.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they brought her back to life. But, like, how?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I'm not sure on how that happened. Because then it was talking about, like, in her diary, like, there was no mention of this soul person. And then all of a sudden there was. It was, like, 0 to 100 real quick. But, yeah, I don't understand how.
You know, it'd be cool. Can we get a prequel of Cigna's mom? Because she sounds so cool.
Yes. Please. And that whole story. That would be so good.
Okay.
Yeah, I need Rima. But, so Chaos is literally chaotic AF. But just cruel, too, you know? And the way that we shed more light on how life died the first time, oh my God, that was so traumatic. Just like the more we learned about it, like, this is horrible. Yeah. But how she was like, don't let that happen this time. And she was talking to Death, like, on the side, like, seriously, first of all, it was y'all's fault that I didn't come back for so long and that I don't have my memories. But don't let that happen again. Like, let me go peacefully and I can actually come back to you and actually remember everything. And he's like, yeah, you're right. But then he's like, actually, I'm gonna take my brother instead.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole part was so fascinating, like, how that all worked out. Especially, that was the part too when she was basically like, do I have control of how I come back? And Death's like, buddy, that's not my realm, that's yours. Like,
yeah.
So, yes. Like, ooh, did you put mint in yours? Drink?
No, just lime.
Oh, yum. Oh, I have limes too. I forgot about it. Okay, so love, Eris or Fate. He's like number 1. Love Fate. Chaos is trash. Death is a close second. Cigna and Blythe are tied.
Yeah, Fate's still my favorite. But, okay, so let's talk about when he does realize it's life. Or prior to that, Blythe was like, if either of you tell him, I will kill you. And then when he did figure it out, and Death was like, yeah, bro, that's your girl. And then he went and, like, took down the painting or whatever and was, like, truly, like, moving on from that.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, like, even before he, like, apologized to, like, his late wife and then, like, fully let himself move on just to realize that, like, it was, in fact, life. And it was very sweet and powerful. And how he was saying that to her that I loved you even before, like, I knew you were life and before you knew, like, I don't know. It was just all very sweet.
Yeah, I'm again, like, I'm so happy that he fell in love with her for her and not, like, her past as life. I thought that was so well done. And my favorite part of that whole thing when he realizes it is when Cigna, like, steps forward to start to tell him, like, who she is or whatever, and Death just goes, like, wraps her up and is like, no, you're gonna take a step back because he's figuring it out.
Yep. We can't ruin this moment for him.
And Cigna gave him a withering look.
Yeah. So at the end, when he's like, bro, take me instead, and then he goes after Percy before that, he's like, there's something I need to do. And the whole situation, and when they told Percy that, was it Blythe that said it, or was it Fate that was saying, I hope the life, it was Blythe. She said, I hope the life you've stolen from me is all that you deserve. And it was very much, I hope you have the day that you deserve. Oh. And I was like, yes, Blythe. And then Fate was like, I'll make sure it happens.
Love. I love.
It was like, you will have the worst fate.
In the audiobook, you know who Chaos sounds like during that whole part?
Who?
Moaning Myrtle.
Yeah.
The whole time she's talking and that, I'm like, is this Moaning Myrtle? Like, literally the same sound of everything. But sorry, that was a little bit off topic, but I saw my note and I was like, oh my god, okay. Moaning Myrtle. I think it's hilarious that Percy now has to walk and walk and walk and, like, be aimless for the rest of his life. Little trash bag of a person. It
reminds me of something. What is that from?
I don't know, but it reminds me of something too. So does the cat or the fox when she's talking to Beastie and is like, he's not here. That whole thing. I was like, this is Catching or Mockingjay when she's yelling at the cat and it's like, Prim's not here anymore. I know.
Dang. But yeah, the aimless walking, why that is, there's another, like, big story or something where that
might be a myth.
Someone tell me. Yeah, I feel like it is. Someone tell me what that's from. Anyways.
Yeah.
I loved this. When Fate came back at the end, and it was, like, saying how it was a different face, but, like, when they embraced, she knew, and how she was like, I've waited for you. I choked up a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
I did too. That was so sweet.
I'm emotional.
You mean you liked a romance thing?
Yeah, I was really impressed with myself.
I'm really proud of your growth.
This made me feel something.
Yeah, I thought that was so precious because I was like, no, he didn't die. No way, he died. Like, that's crazy. And then the whole Elijah checking on her, sitting at her door and being like, I understand, I'm here when you're ready. And, like, oh, that was just he is also a top favorite character.
Yes.
The only trash character really is Percy and Chaos.
Yeah.
Like, everyone else that is a main character is top tier.
Good. Yeah. Elijah, best dad award for sure. Also, before they died and Fate went to him and was like kind of explaining everything, and even before he knew, when Elijah was like, I have a feeling you have something to do with all of this or something like that, he was like, yeah, here's the stitch.
Yeah, that was so sweet.
It was very wholesome, especially like Fate was saying how he could totally just play with his mind, but he actually didn't want to, and how he had never had a father before, but that like father-son bonding moment like meant a lot to him, and he was like, wait, this is like important.
Oh, I love the growth. It was so good. Oh my gosh. And then the whole scene of like the door knocking, and he looks at her and is crying. Elijah looks at her and is crying. He's like, go, what are you doing? Run to him. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, chills.
And then the golden thread.
Yeah, the gold thread, even though it was small.
Oh, I was like, wait, is he a
So
baby?
sweet.
Like, that's what I thought at first. I was like, wait a minute, I don't like this.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I'm glad that that's not where it went. But I was like, why is the thread so small?
Weird. Oh no. It'll rebuild. It's fine.
That was such a good book. Like, legitimately, probably one of the best I've read in a while. Like,
Yeah, and I think definitely the best of the 3 in the series as well.
I do agree. And oh my God, the butler. Sorry, with Cigna. I don't know what just reminded me of that. But that was so funny. And just Blythe is like, I don't know why I should be surprised with a floating teapot. And it's like the butler serving them tea, and then Death. I was like,
Oh, yeah. And then she was like, wait, I thought you couldn't drink tea. And he's kind of just like, I do what I want.
yeah, when I'm parched.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah. If I did make a drink, I was going to make like some type of blueberry tea situation, because Fate was like, blueberries.
Yes.
It's like Blythe. And then Death just drinking the tea.
That's cute. I like that idea. You guys should make that. People who are listening, make that. Tag us in
Yeah,
it.
give us a recipe this week.
Yeah, because I'm tired. I don't feel good.
Also, when we started doing this, it was like 10 a.m. on a Monday, and just...
Mm-hmm. I'm not drinking at 10 a.m. on a Monday. Sorry.
No.
No judgment. I just can't. Dayquil and alcohol.
Don't mix well.
It's not going to happen.
That's so fair.
So what kept you home and what kept you up?
So what kept me home? My birthday's this week, so we've just kind of been hanging out with family and stuff, which has been fun. And then what kept me up? I hurt my fingies. So we had an amazing book fair with Fern Fable. Also, I'm repping Fern Fable, their
Yes.
shirt. So comfy, cozy. And it was amazing, but we were making drinks like the whole time. And I think that had like, this sounds so pathetic, but I think that's what it was, because like, I don't know, between scooping the ice and like closing the little like drink pouches, they were like grown up Capri Suns. My fingers hurt so bad. Like I couldn't even open a water bottle. My finger, like my like pincher grasp is sore, and like in my thumb.
I mean,
like, I don't know.
Think about it. Like,
is this what carpal tunnel feels like? Because I could not bear.
It's muscles you don't use. Like for me, when I'm picking up plant pots, like I am using those muscles. So like that's something that I do all the time. And so I think that's why it didn't bother me as much as, and you did it for a lot longer than I did.
I don't know, but I'm struggling.
Yeah. Yeah, what kept me up and what kept me home? What kept me home is being sick. Such a bummer. And then what kept me up was prepping for the book fair. There was a lot to do. And it was so fun. You guys, thank you to everyone who stopped and like said hi to us and were like, oh my God, I know you guys. Because that's crazy. A big shout out to authors Dublin and then authors.kensley. That's their username. It's authors.dublin.kensley. They were at the book fair, and that was so sweet, stopping by and saying hi. And then also Katie, and that is actually Be Sweet Katie, or I think is what her username, said hi too. So, and Christina, whatever, all you guys were great. I'm gonna cough. Sorry.
But yeah, it's always fun meeting new book friends, and it was so nice to see everybody and meet people that we've met before. And big shout out to Fern Fable and Trey, our unpaid intern, the real MVP.
Seriously, he was quote unquote the bouncer.
10 out of 10.
He did great. So, all three of us will be at the Orlando BookCon event in October. So come and say hi. We have a booth. And then make sure you get tickets for our panel.
Yeah, because it's almost full.
Have you checked in a minute?
Not in the last week or so.
Me either. But yeah, so check us out. I think we only have a few left, which is crazy. So,
yeah.
Other than that, thank you so much for listening to my sick, disgusting voice and all of Jess and I's thoughts and feelings. And we love you guys so much.
Stay tipsy.
Stay tipsy. Bye.